Excuse me. Well, everything seems to be working correctly. How's everybody tonight? Thorn? My vault? Yep. I'm just going to leave this up for another minute or so and then start showing you where the what upgrades have gotten done since I've been basically not streaming, but I've still been playing. I'm better. I'm not well, but I'm better. Nowhere near as bad as I was. What I have planned today is to show you everything that we've done, which will probably only take 10 minutes. Or when I say we, show you everything I've done. Because I think the last thing I had done was set up the slime farm, which I've been AFKing up there on and off, and you can see I've got 1,102 or 3 slime balls. So it's pretty effective. Plus, I've used some of them, so it's fairly effective. Oh, that's good. So sleep through the night, and then I'll switch to the main view, and we'll carry on from there. You know what I meant to do. I need to restart. Okay, that's showing. And that's showing. What I've been having some weird issues with refined storage. So what you may have seen there is I gave myself some stuff because I had to delete a whole bunch of stuff and reinstall a whole bunch of stuff to problem solve and see if I could get it working, and it's still not working correctly. So one of the things happening is these drawer controllers are intermittently not being recognized. So there's that. I also cannot connect up an exporter to my newly repositioned 3x ore processing setup. So, hey, what's going on, Velk? So, anyway, where are we at here? No changes to this side of the base. I am running 4 of these continuously on melons because I'm using that now as a fuel source for biofuel. So, and then this one is basically just I'm replenishing trees and things and stuff. This side I added one more layer here because I needed something to catch this substrate. which I'll get to in a second. I now also have a, this is a power charger. So these three things all run on power. So actually all four of these run on power. So this, if I stand on it, it basically recharges everything in my inventory wirelessly. So there's that. That's new. These things used to be over here. I've moved them here. I've got 65 levels stored, which is two reasons for that. I've been doing a shitload of trading with the villagers that I've got. I hate the setup up there, so that's one of the reasons why I'm planning on making a dedicated trading hall that's a lot less chaotic. And then here, I built a disk manipulator so that I could move stuff around data-wise. I now have two 64K storage disks, which is overkill basically because of the storage drawers. There's only 4,169 stored digitally. And I've also made a pattern grid. I don't have any patterns running, but I can now auto-craft a couple of things. I've got these set up for auto-crafting. So that's the inside of the base here. You can see all of my gear is now removed. This used to be over there. I moved it here and then hung some lanterns on top of it. So this is still a waystone. I can get to the slime farm, dark forest, the village, that's quite a ways away, and the desert temple. I have raided the desert temple, which is, I'm going to show you this in just a second because we're going to do horses first. The slime farm itself, which would be the underground where you pick up the drops. And then that's the AFK platform for the slime farm. There have been no real changes, nothing of significance to the trading hall. This is now roofed. This was, you can see, copper does a very, very cool oxidation. So it starts as bright orange, copper colored, and slowly oxidizes over time to, it's kind of almost like a neon green color. That one right there is fully oxidized. So that ultimately will be the color of the roof. So this is a big dome with two wings on it. And inside of that is the cobble farm. This has now been completely terraformed, completely flat. If you're wondering how I got the torches all arrayed out in a grid, one of the, like this, the building, I've installed building gadgets, which is another Direwolf 20 mod. So the mining gadgets, I've built one of those and got it pretty much fully kitted out. That one I had at the start of the series. I have since added the building gadgets, which also includes the exchanging gadget. And I'll show you how they work in a second. But with the building gadget, if I press G in the menu, one of the things that you can do is arrange things on a grid. So that's how I put the torches down. Basically set it to 6 spacing and just went around and set them all out. It happened. It's very quick doing it that way. So you can see here, whatever it was is now going to, that would be the grid pattern that would be displayed. Mostly I'm using this in a build to me. So right now, if I had dirt, it would actually build a row of dirt at that level straight back to me from that wall, which is how I was able to terraform most of this so quickly. I moved the cows and the horses, or sorry, cows and the sheep in here. Still haven't done anything with the carrot farm. It's basically just sitting there as is. Fishing shack hasn't changed. With the horses, they now have gold horse armor, both of them. So that one and that one. And I got that from the, the desert temple. So this horse is named Thorn. This horse is named Dirt McGirt. I have 2 more stalls planned here for a Valkyrie and a Boom. So that is the plan. So inside here, it is unfinished in the extreme. So this, you'll remember, is my cobble factory. So this has not changed at all. This is now, it needs to be lit up above, but that is the inside of the dome. Over here, and I didn't really point it out, so I'm going to shout it out when we get back outside. The solar panels are now on the roof, and I built 4 more, so there's 12 in total, so 4 banks of 3. I shouldn't be getting any creepers inside the base. It's completely spawn-proofed. So, but there's 4 banks of solar, 3 on each one for 12 in total. So that is the solar array on this part of the roof. And then the last bit right here, I now have to... Yes, we could certainly, God, I don't know if you can, are the skeleton horses rideable? I can't remember. So I now have 2 storage cubes plus a third one, so I have 3 in total. So I did build the equivalent of a battery backup for the refined storage. So that is underground over by the controller. These ones take power from the ceiling in here. This comes in underground from here. It basically runs straight across here, under here, and goes in here as well. So all of my inputs are into this first cube, then into the second cube, and then all of the services run out the bottom, and well, you can see it right there. It runs off toward the main building. So this is the biofuel setup. So basically what it is hiding down in there is a pump, which pumps directly, pumps up, and then I'm using a pipe to feed 2. So this is an electrolytic separator. I've actually got it set in backwards on purpose. So this takes in water and creates hydrogen and oxygen. This time we're dumping the excess oxygen and we want the hydrogen, which goes out that side. So that's the reason that I wanted it reversed. So that is one element of how we get ethylene. On this side, we've got a crusher with an input that is taking melons from the storage system and pumping them into the back of the crusher. Now, this is a factory, so this is a tier 1 upgrade. What it does is it takes the melon slices, crushes them into biofuel, which is basically just biomass. Those feed this way into this pressurized reaction chamber, and this is where we make the ethylene, and I'm assuming it's a gas. So it takes the biofuel, hydrogen, and water and creates ethylene gas. And that comes out the front into the gas burning generator. The coolest part about this generator is it's fully automatic based on demand to a maximum. So as you can see here right now, it's not doing anything. It's full of ethylene gas. It's not doing anything because there's no demand on the system because it's day and the solar system is running things. So this will allow me to run the digital miner with either 2 or 3 speed upgrades. It's a slow draw down on the system, but it's enough that I can put it into a new area, which is exactly what this is over here. So that is world spawn right there, 0, 0. So I put it down there, set it to mine all ores, diamonds, a couple of other things, and just turned it on. It was 12,100 blocks in total, or 12,200 blocks in total. And there's enough power and storage in the system that it could run continuously. Then I let the system recharge. And then down at this end is the start of this will ultimately be all crafting, auto crafting, and machines. So basically, the problem that I'm running into is I've got an exporter in here. Even with it set up correctly, it's not feeding from the storage system into here with ore, which is a problem. So it may be an orientation thing because when I had this set up outside, it was exactly 180 degrees. So I'm going to move this, not right now, but I'm going to move this setup onto this wall and see if it works. If it doesn't, I'm going to try this wall and see if it works. So those are the things that I haven't tried yet. You'll also notice that these now have this stripe on it. It's an ultimate factory. So 4 tiers. When you take, in this case, this was the purification or purifier. Tier 1 upgrade turns it from just a machine into a factory, which gives you the 3 slots. And then there's tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. Tier 4 being the ultimate. So it has got 9 slots in total. This is incredibly fast. I couldn't run this until I upgraded the system. These also are fully upgraded. So they've got 8 energy upgrades, 8 speed upgrades, and the muffling upgrades. This one also, I believe, has the gas upgrade as well. So, so gas machines, this makes them more efficient. It doesn't use the gas as quickly. So this is fully upgraded. It works pretty slick. So once it's running properly, I'm actually going to have 2 importers, one on the top and one coming in the back, feeding in all of the ores. So that comes in here. Then they get crushed. Here, I've also got an importer. Sorry, this imports back into the system. So manual, I can feed things in and get out various things. I don't actually need the redstone any longer because I'm doing that manually, which is part of the reason that I've got so much XP. Oh, sorry. No, I didn't die once. I've died twice. And it's not letting me... Interesting. Stream Deck is not doing its thing. Hang on. I've actually died twice to the same thing. In both cases, they were baby Endermen. Because they've got such a small hitbox and they do so much friggin' damage. That's how I ended up dying. I can't do numpty counts, and I can't do... Interesting. Give me 1 second. I want to fix that. Interesting. Okay. I don't think so. So baby Endermen are very much like baby skeletons, baby zombies. Very small. They're only 2 blocks or a block and a half tall. They move really fast. So very small hitbox, and they move very, very, very fast. So. I may need to reinstall 2 of these because my buttons for the buttons for incrementing or decrementing the counters are not working. So there's actually 2 series deaths. So anyway, this is the ore processing run. Electrolytic separator, purification factory, crusher, enriching factory, and then the smelter. In the back of this is an importer that takes the drops and puts them directly into the system. Yeah, so there's baby zombies, baby skeletons, baby creepers, and baby Endermen. and they're all fucking horrible. I did put a second crafting grid out here so that I don't have to run back and forth if I'm doing stuff manually. So I've got access to my inventory, storage inventory right here. I've got a second compressing factory. This is an osmium compressing factory. So this is an osmium compressor. And the infusing factory, which is the infuser. So this just does things very much quicker. The sawmill is over here, and that's basically the setup. So I'm going to go up to the AFK so you can get a look at this at night. So you can really see the grid. See if I can do this without falling. So that is the base from above, and you can really see the torch grid. And that pretty much is the thumbnail. This is a teleporter pad, so that's how I got up here so quickly. So I've got a portable teleporter that will teleport to these pads. So I've got one in my base. I've got one here at the AFK platform, and I've got one that I will move with the miner. So I can get to the miner very, very, very quickly. So we'll go home and teleport home. And I'm just going to run up and sleep through the rest of the night. Thank you, sir. Now, the other thing, is it F3 or no, it's not F3, F4, no, F1. It's F5. So that's the view I was looking for. So you can now see I am kitted out head to toe in enchanted diamond armor. I ran around from up until actually earlier today with iron armor. It was just about to break. No problem at all. None, zero, not a problem. So the way I've gotten this armor, so this has protection 2, mending, aqua infinity on the helmet, blast protection and mending. It's only blast protection 1. Projectile protection and mending on the legs. Protection 3, mending, and depth strider on the boots. So aqua affinity means, I believe, I can hold my breath that much longer. I think it's 45 seconds now instead of 15. Depth strider means that you move in water as fast as you do on land. So where did I get all of this nice gear? And I've been talking too much, I can tell. So this guy has mending, so I bought 4 mending books. That is a baby Enderman. So you can see, so the villagers are 2.5 blocks tall. So those things are 1.5 blocks tall, I believe. So this is an armorer. So that's where I got this. So that's the projectile protection 3 and the Tombstone Soulbound. Protection 2, and blast protection 1. And then I had a couple of books that I had gotten from fishing that I basically just combined them all together. But one of the things that I want to do is, and I'm just going to teleport out of here so that I don't have to deal with the Enderman. It's very chaotic in there. It is really hard to reset the trades the way you want. So what I want to do is build a dedicated trading hall where the villagers are basically in an individual stall or booth with their whatever they call it. It's the block that turns them into whatever they happen to be. So a lectern or blast furnace or a composter. That's what dictates what type of villager that they are. Before you've traded with them, so if they don't currently have a trade, you put down whatever block it is, and you move villagers over to the trading hall one at a time. Move them in, plop down their block in front of them. They go from being just a regular villager into that trade. You look and see what they are, and until you've locked in the trade by trading with them, if you break the block, they revert back to being a villager, and you put the block back, and you can basically keep doing that ad nauseum until you get exactly what you want from a tier 1 trade perspective. So whether it be a specific book, if they're a librarian, or just a good base trade level. The other thing with the one that I'm going to set up is they're actually going to be sitting on pistons. I'll be able to lower them down out of view, sort of out of view. There's going to be a zombie down there. Now, I don't have everything I need to do this yet, so that's the part of the reason I've been holding off on this. We have to go explore that nether fortress because I need nether wart. What you basically, if you cure a villager from a zombie villager, they like you, so therefore they give you a break on the trades. Basically what you do is in this particular case, in a controlled environment, so to speak, is you lower them down. They get hit and turned from a regular villager. Now, you've already locked in the trade that you want from them. So you've done at least one trade with them. Turn them into a zombie villager and then raise them back up so that they don't get killed. You hit them with a splash potion of weakness and then give them a golden apple. It takes 3 to 5 minutes, but they turn from being a zombie villager back into being a regular villager. And they're very happy with you for doing that, and so therefore they trade at a much reduced rate. Effectively, what you do is you rinse and repeat that until the really, really, really valuable trades are 1 emerald. So this is just, it's a mechanic that's built into the game that allows you to get what you want out of villager trading at a reduced rate. So again, going back to Valk's last comment, I 100% don't have a problem. Part of the reason for doing what I'm doing with this is showing you guys that don't really play Minecraft or play it just very casually what you can do with the game. So with 4 of these, I started to talk about this and then got sidetracked, but with 4 of these running continuously, it's melon slices that go in for the biofuel and the biomass, and I'm up to 113,000 plus. So, and it builds. Even if it's running flat out, it's still slowly ticking up. So this is fully upgraded with diamonds and a void upgrade. So even after this is maxed out the storage here, which is hundreds of thousands of units, it'll just void the excess. So it's not going to clog the system up. So I very carefully, like the main core mods that are in this pack are refined storage, storage drawers, and the hopper botany pots. With those, you can create a very easy to run overpowered setup because you don't have to create farms to get all the stuff that you want. You've got fantastic external storage. You've got this storage system, and then you've got Mekanism, which gives you everything else. So I've gotten a lot smarter with going after the baby Enderman. One of the mechanics that they added to this game, I don't remember when it was, but you know with a regular Enderman, they're 3 blocks tall. So in order to fight an Enderman, all you have to do is get into something that's 2 blocks tall, look at them and attract them over, get your sword out, and just start swinging at them until they're dead. With baby Enderman, they're only 1.5 blocks tall. So how do you get under this? Well, what you do basically is I've set this trapdoor on the bottom half. You step into it, close it, which pushes you down under it. So it's the exact same thing, except now you're only 1 block tall. Basically, you're laying down. So if you've got a very small tunnel, so like I said, if you've got a small tunnel, like a 1-block tunnel, you can actually put this at the start of it and crawl yourself in. Check test. I don't know what the hell happened there. My mic got muted somehow. Oh, I muted myself. I know what I did. God damn it, I'm stupid. I muted my mic so that I could cough and then forgot that I'd done it. So. Right on, Velk. Okay, yeah, okay, that's interesting. Your girlfriend has the same birth date or day as my daughter. She turned 27 today, which terrifies me that I've got kids like that, and she's my youngest. So at what point did I mute myself to cough? Like how much babbling have I been doing with my mic muted? So we need to go to the Nether. I think I was just talking about the upgraded backpack. So this is now a diamond tier backpack. I'll show you the store. I'll show you the resources that I have at this point, just from that one full chunk of mining. So that's my lapis. So 5868, 3.26 thousand. So 32,000 iron. You can see the rest. So there's gold. That's redstone. That's diamonds, osmium, yada, yada, yada. So those are my main resources. I've also got a fair bit of coal. Basically what I've been doing is now that I've got the mining gadget, it's got efficiency 3 as one of its settings or one of the upgrades that I've done for it. So with the non-ore stuff like the diamonds, the redstone, the lapis, I actually put it out in front of the base in a 3x3 and then mine it so that I get the XP. And I've got efficiency 3, so it multiplies how much you get. I don't do that with the ores. I run that through the ore processing. Excuse me. So let's see if we can get into this nether fortress without getting ourselves killed. So this is, you can see the atomic disassembler it's a shovel, it's an axe, it's a pickaxe, and it's an axe, which means that because it's an axe, it does attack damage. And you can see it's 21 attack damage and versus, so it's over double the diamond sword, even though I've got sharpness 5 on here. Yeah, mine are 2 years apart, so 27 and 29. God, I think my oldest turns. Yeah, he'll be 30 in next year. God. So, whole bunch of stuff in here for doing setup. I've got a tunnel that goes off that way just to see what was over there. This is the exploration that we did day 1, sort of off down in that direction. And we're now going to head over to the fortress that I found. And do some exploring. So the sword will be used when I go after blazes, because it's got looting. Everything else I'm going to use the atomic disassembler. No, there are... That is the spawner. I don't want to do that just yet. Oh, I do have to go that way. God damn it. That is something that I definitely want. Let's see if I can do this without getting killed. Forgot to bring milk. Oh shit. Not finding the lower levels of this, so this is not working out the way I wanted. Two blaze rods. Well, I'm going to go see if I can find a way into the lower levels. I don't see anything lower. So I am just going to get the hell out of here. And we're going to have to go on the search for a another fortress. Just going to go offload and lick my wounds here. Hey, what's going on, Jerry? I'm feeling better. I'm not well, but I'm better, if that makes sense. Hey, Garrick, what's going on? So I am just checking. Chunk base. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. All right, so right here, I am at X minus 45, Z minus 16. So what I'm looking at, this is chunk base. The red circle is me. Why is it not showing? Of course, it's not showing any of the things in... Oh, there we go. So that fortress is north and slightly east of us. So that is the fortress we were just at. There's another one right over here. That looks like it is, center of it is, where are the coordinates? Minus 146, minus 588. Yeah, I'm stupid. $586. So it is more or less straight north. Well, now, let's see if we can get over to that. So I'm going to take some building materials. We're not going to build a rail. So chunk base is basically a seed map. Excuse me. And let's do that the easy way. So what you do is you crouch, right click on the terrain, and then you can build to yourself. So you can very quickly, and I should have made that 3. Still did it 2. God damn it. And I'm also going to use the mining laser, just because it is faster, and you can aim out in front of you. So again, you squat down, right click. You can change it from, because this is upgraded, I can go 1 by 1, 3 by 3, or 5 by 5. So I'm going to go 1 by 1. Precision mode means it only does one block at a time, which when you're working around other things, that is the way to go. We don't need silk touch. I've got freezing, because what that will do is if you tie into water, it turns it into packed ice. If you tie into lava, it turns it into obsidian. So it is the safest way to mine here. We're going to run silk touch. And it's just like it says on the tin. It is a mining laser. So this is how I was able to get so much done around the base, because it becomes a non-event doing what you need to do. It's pretty power hungry, so it is not an early game tool. Now there is a so it also is fairly resource intensive. So you need diamonds, you need redstone, you need a whole bunch of stuff like that. So it's not something that you can get the base laser right out of the hop. It includes a charging station that runs on coal. So yes, you can run it early game. It's just not terribly effective. Okay, so one other mode that this has. So again, it's G. There's stairs, but I think there's also bridge. No, there used to be. So I'm doing this somewhat slowly and tentatively, because oopsie. Probably going to need to go back and get more materials. Yep. Yeah, because lava. Oh, the basalt delta is the worst spawn possible. Now, what I'm going to do probably is move these back one each and actually put a lever here so that I can basically run this as a switch. So I can run it either direction. But if we get over to that fortress and I can make myself a safe area, I've got the miners teleporter. I'm just going to leave it there. So we'll come back and grab that stuff. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to do that right now and just start running track. Because running's for suckers. so those are set. And I don't remember if the switch has to go here. No. I think it has to go right here. Maybe I can't do it this way. I can have it go either turn direction, but I can't have it go straight or turn. Well, that sucks. I mean, yeah, I guess that'd work. After a fashion, I can go up there and then come back and go the other way. Actually, that I think will cause me to go straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just doing this as a test. Of course, I'm going not the direction I want. Think this should go straight? I don't know. Yes. And then that would cause us to go back the other way. I'm going to leave these open just to save materials for now. And we will hook up all the power going back the other direction. I'm just building a terminus, if you want to call it that. And we're going to save this as a wait. Well, no, because we're... Okay, so here's the plan. I'm not going to save this as a waypoint because I do have this teleporter. Baby Enderman. There it is right over there. Should have enough building materials. So the music that you heard I don't know what it was for. So I'm crouching down so that I can't step off inadvertently, but all I have to do is panic. I'm on fire. I don't think I have any torches left. Do not. So what we're going to do... And this has an anchor in it, so I'll be able to get back here. So I need torches and some other shit like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go home. Save the levels. Sleep through the night. And I'm going to grab a glass of water, so I'll be right back, everybody. And I'm actually going to take some more torches as backup. Taking a second stack and just throw them in my backpack. Where did I see a cow? It was over here. Oh, I've got cows. So we're a little better prepared this time. I'm just going to stock up on food. And I'm going to preset this to home so that if I have to panic teleport out of here, I can. I'm gonna die. Fuck. Okay. That is an awfully long run, so... A handheld unit. We just need these. We need infused alloy. All right, charge that up and teleport back to where we started from and go from there, basically. It's going to be a bit of a corpse run. I think I lit up the spawner before I died. I don't know if I can get up there quickly enough, though. Now, I'm going to teleport home and store the extra teleporter for the next time. Yeah, and I need to place one on top of it. So that's basically where we're at. All right, let's try this again. Fuck's sake. I'm in a bad way here. Amputating my throat would probably help my throat at this point. This is just fucking ridiculous. I don't even know where I'm at. Yeah, I can't turn that spawner off. So we will just vacate the premises here. Taking this with me. Fuck's sake. God damn fucking fuck. I went the wrong way. I don't remember the nether being this hard. But I did get a wither skeleton skull. So we're going that away. Fuck. I want to get back down. And get out of this exposed area if I can. Well, this is as good a spot as any. Nope. Hopefully that'll block them from coming down the stairs. No, it won't. That should, though. Yeah, I'm a lot out of practice. I don't see anywhere to get downstairs. This goes up. this is a dead end, I believe. Let's see if there's anything over there. Shit. I don't know if... Yeah, I think I've been over there. Maybe. Uh-oh. Fuck. Teleport home, teleport home, teleport home, home. Well, I think that's enough nether fun for one day. So, we're going to do a little bit of fishing just to calm the frig down. That needs to be charged. That needs to be charged. And fix my armor. No. No, I am not. I was going to do some... Oh, yeah, charge. Oh, that's where the fishing rod goes. Since I don't have an XP farm yet, we'll just doing this to fix my armor. Yeah, I can definitely put fire protection on it. Actually, potions of fire protection's what I would want. So there are several ways to give yourself some fire protection. There is, you can enchant your armor. There is something Botania offers, which I haven't gotten into yet, which is magical based as opposed to a tech based mod. So that would be another way to do it. So it's just the boots. I have a dog under my feet. That should be good. We need blaze powder, and then I don't remember. I need to do some reading on crafting. I'm pretty sure that I do need nether wart, though. That was just to replace the one that I used in the Nether. Oh, very cool. Two Jack Lake. Googling now. Oh, it's in Banff. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's spectacular. So what do we want to do? I'm going to start working on the area that I'm going to put that villager breeder. I'm just waiting for the sun to set. So while we're waiting for that, we want to be at least 128 away from a bed and the villager breeder itself. So this is where the bed is. So we are at minus 13. So 128 minus 13. That's night. Okay. Minus 17. So we'll go over to 115. And I'm bringing nothing with me. I don't know what I want for building materials, so I'm basically just going to set the outline of where we're going to put it for now. And you can see the area that I've cleared out here. So I leveled all of this over to here. So this is going to be the outside wall. Give me 1 second. Went 12 that way, which is one too many, I think. Let's do it that way. Fuck. So that's 11. 11. Put that there just as a reference. I think I want to make this out of smooth stone. Ten stacks should be a good start. I'm just going to get the floor laid down. Like I'm not fatigued, but I'm tired. That sounds heavenly, Thorn. Okay. Now we just wait for this to cook. Three stacks should be enough to get started. Yeah, absolutely. I just want to get the layout swapped. This is where the exchange gadget comes in really handy. So what we do is we put down one. We select it. This will be the entranceway. Put down some dirt, select it, and this is it. Build to me. And we're out. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty amazing how fast you can build with this. And we'll go back and landscape the area later. Done. We had an Enderman here at some point. But that's about as far as I wanted to go with this for right now. Actually, let's go up 2 more. Not going to have enough. Needed more. But yeah, it's a start. That spider despawned. So we'll go charge everything back up, and I'm going to call it a night. Actually, you know what? No, I want that wall finished. There we go. No, exactly. All right. So that's where we're going to leave off. And I don't think I'm going to Toronto next week because with this cough still doing what it's doing. I have roommates at my apartment in Toronto, and I'm not, I can't prop myself up enough that I can sleep. And B, I'll keep them awake, and they're active line pilots, so we can't do that to them. So, thank you, Thorn. But yeah, so I should be back tomorrow, and we'll be back through the weekend next week, etc., etc. So with that, I'm going to sign off, go get some rest, hopefully, and we will catch you guys in the next stream. Take care, everybody.